The Bottle Imp by Robert Louis Stevenson. Dramatised by Donald Johnson, with David Rintoul and Tony Asoba.
Keawe was a man of the island of Hawaii. He was poor and brave and a first-rate mariner. It came in his mind to have a sight of the great world and foreign cities, and he shipped on a vessel bound for San Francisco. This is a fine town, and in it there is one hill which is covered with palaces. One day Keawe was taking a walk on this hill, and he stopped to admire one particularly beautiful house. He became aware that through a window a man was looking at him.
This is a fine house of mine. Would you care to view it?
Gladly.
So the man led Keawe all over the house, from cellar to roof.
Truly, this is a beautiful house. If I lived in the like of it, I should be laughing all day long. How comes it, then, that you seem so sorrowful?
There's no reason why you should not have a house in all points similar to this. You have some money, I suppose?
I have $50, but a house like this will cost more than $50.
Oh, I'm sorry you have no more, for it may raise you trouble in the future. But it shall be yours at $50.
The house?
No, not the house, but the bottle. For I must tell you, all that I possess came out of a bottle not much bigger than a pint. This is it.
Out of that bottle?
Oh, you do not believe me? Then see if you can break it.
So Keawe took the bottle up and dashed it to the floor. But it jumped like a child's toy and would not break.
This is a strange thing. For by the touch of it, as well as by the look, this bottle should be made of glass.
Oh, of glass it is. But glass that was tempered in the flames of hell. An imp lives in it. Now look carefully, and now you will see him moving like a fiery shadow. If any man buy this bottle, the imp is at his command. All that he desires, love, fame, money, all are his at the word uttered. Napoleon had this bottle, and by it he grew to be king of the world. But he sold it at the last and fell. For once it is sold, the power goes and the protection, and unless a man remains content with what he has got, ill will befall him.
And yet you talk of selling it yourself.
Well, I have all I wish, and I'm growing elderly. There is one thing the imp cannot do. He cannot prolong life. And I cannot hide from you that there is a drawback to the bottle, for if a man die before he sells it, he must burn in hell forever.
That is a drawback and no mistake. Well, I would not care to meddle with such a thing.
Do not be afraid. All you have to do is use the power of the imp in moderation, and then sell it to someone else, and finish your life in comfort.
I observe two things. One, that you are sorrowful. The other, that you sell this bottle very cheap.
But I've told you already why I am sorrowful. It is because I fear my health is breaking up, and to die and go to the devil is a pity for anyone. As for why I sell so cheap, I must explain to you there is a peculiarity about the bottle. Long ago, when the devil brought it first upon earth, it was sold to Prester John for many millions of dollars, but cannot be sold again unless sold at a loss. If you sell it for as much as you paid for it, back it comes to you again like a homing pigeon. It follows that the price has kept falling in all these centuries, and the bottle is now remarkably cheap.
How am I to know all this is true?
Give me your $50. Take the bottle, and wish your $50 back in your pocket. If that does not happen, I pledge you my honor, I will cry off the bargain and restore your money.
Well, I will risk that much, for that can do no harm.
And Keawe exchanged his $50 for the bottle.
Imp of the bottle, give me my $50 back.
Now, put your hand in your pocket.
It's true. My $50 have returned. To be sure, this is indeed a wonderful bottle.
And now, good morning to you, my fine fellow. And the devil go with you.
Hold on. I don't want any more of this business. Here, take your bottle back.
Oh, you've bought it for less than I paid for it. It is yours now, and for my part, I'm only concerned to see the back of you.
Now, when Keawe was in the street, he began to think.
If all is true about this bottle, I may have made a losing bargain.
So Keawe set the bottle in the gutter and walked away. But he had scarce done so, when something knocked upon his elbow. And behold, it was the long neck of the bottle sticking up from the pocket of his pilot coat. And Keawe began to be afraid. So he took the bottle to a curio shop on the waterfront, and there he sold it for $45 and returned to his ship light of heart. But when he went to his quarters and opened his chest, there was the bottle. Now Keawe had a mate on board whose name was Lopaka.
What ails you, that you stare in your chest?
They were alone in the forecastle, and Keawe bound him to secrecy and told him all.
And now I have sold the bottle for less than I paid for it, yet still it has returned to me.
Perhaps because you did not warn the man that you sold it to of the conditions of sale and the risk that he ran.
Can that be the reason?
The devil has his own morality, and the bottle has its own rules.
What shall I do?
Take your profit. Make up your mind what you want. And if it is done as you desire, I will buy the bottle from you for myself. For I have an idea of my own to get a schooner and go trading through the islands.
That is not my idea. But to have a beautiful house and garden on the Kona coast where I was born, and to live there without care and make merry with my friends.
Upon that they were agreed, and it was not long before their ship returned to Honolulu. There they met a friend upon the beach, who began at once to condole with Keawe.
What has happened? What am I to be condoled about?
Is it possible you've not heard? Your uncle, that good old man, is dead.
Had not your uncle lands in Hawaii?
Yes, on the mountainside, a little be south Hookina.
These lands will now be yours.
And so they will.
How if this should be the doing of the bottle? For here is the place ready for your house.
If this be so, it is a very ill way to serve me by killing my relatives. But it may be indeed. For it was in just such a place that I saw the house with my mind's eye.
Let us go to the lawyer.
Now, when they came to the lawyers, they learned that Keawe's uncle had grown monstrous rich in the last days.
Now you have the money for the house.
And the lawyer was ready with advice.
If you're thinking of a new house, here's the card of a new architect of whom they tell me great things.
So they went to the architect, who had a drawing of a house on his table, and when Keawe set eyes on the drawing, he cried out aloud,
Ah! It is the very picture of my thought, exactly drawn. Little as I like the way it comes to me, it is quite clear that I am to have this house, whether or no. It comes from the devil, and I fear I will get little good by that. But of one thing I am sure, I will make no more wishes as long as I have this bottle. But with the house I am saddled, and I may as well take the good along with the evil.
So Keawe and Lopaka took ship again and sailed to Australia, and when they returned, the house was ready. It stood on the mountainside, visible to ships. Above, the forests ran up into the clouds of rain. Below, a garden bloomed about that house with every hue of flowers. And there was an orchard of papaya on the one hand, and an orchard of breadfruit on the other, and right in front, towards the sea, a ship's mast had been rigged up and bore a flag. The house was 3 stories high, with great chambers and broad balconies on each.
Well, is it all as you designed?
Words cannot utter it. It is better than I dreamed, and I am sick with satisfaction.
There is but one thing to consider. All this may be quite natural, and the bottle imp have nothing whatsoever to do with it. If I were to buy the bottle, and got no schooner after all, I should have put my hand in the fire for nothing. I think you would not grudge me one more proof.
I have sworn I would ask no more favours of the imp. I have already gone deep enough.
This is no favour I am thinking of. It is only to see the imp himself. If I once saw him, I should be sure of the whole matter. I will buy the bottle.
Very well. I have a curiosity myself. So come, let us have a look at you, Mr. Imp.
Now, as soon as that was said, the imp looked out of the bottle and in again, swift as a lizard. And there sat Keawe and Lopaka, turned to stone.
Well, I shall get my schooner and $1 or 2 for my pocket, and then I will be rid of this devil as fast as I can.
Lopaka, do not you think any worse of me than you can help, but I declare since I have seen that little face I cannot eat or sleep or pray till it is gone from me. I will give you a lantern and a basket to put the bottle in and ask you to be gone at once.
Keawe, many a man would take this ill. Above all, when I'm doing you a turn so friendly as to buy the bottle. But for my part, I am so terrified myself, I have not the heart to blame you. Here, I go then, and I pray God you may be happy in your house, and I fortunate with my schooner, and both get to heaven in the end in spite of the devil and his bottle.
So Lopaka went down the mountain, and Keawe trembled and clasped his hands.
Now I pray for my friend, and give glory to God that I myself am escaped out of that trouble.
So time went by, and the new house was so delightful that Keawe forgot his terrors and lived in perpetual joy.
This house I shall call the Bright House, and so it shall be known throughout all the islands.
Now one day Keawe went upon a visit to friends who lived far away, and on his return, as he rode by the sea, he espied a woman bathing. Then he saw her white shift flutter as she put it on, and by the time he came abreast of her, she was all freshened with the bath, and her eyes shone and were kind.
I thought I knew everyone in this country. How comes it that I do not know you?
I am Kokua, daughter of Keanu. And who are you?
I will tell you who I am in a little, but not now. Tell me, first of all, one thing. Are you married?
Why do you ask? Are you married yourself?
Indeed, Kokua, I am not, and never thought to be until this hour. But there is the plain truth. I have met you here by the roadside, and I saw your eyes, which are like the stars, and my heart went to you, swift as a bird. And so now, if you want none of me, say so, and I will go on to my own place. But if you think me no worse than any other young man, say so too, and I will turn aside to your father's for the night, and tomorrow I will talk with the good man. Kokua, if you say nothing, I will take that for the good answer. So let us be stepping to your father's door.
Now when they had come to the door, Kokua's father cried out and welcomed Keawe by name. At that, the girl's eyes opened wide, for the fame of Keawe and his bright house was known to everyone. All that evening they were merry together, and the next day Keawe had a word with her father, and then met the girl alone.
Kokua, I would not tell you who I was, because I have so fine a house, and I feared you would think too much of that house and too little of the man who loves you. Now you know all, and if you wish to have seen the last of me, say so at once.
No, I do not wish that.
This time Kokua did not laugh, nor did Keawe ask for more. This was the wooing of Keawe. Things had gone quickly, but so an arrow goes, and the ball of a rifle swifter still, and yet both may strike the target. Keawe was singing when he came home to the bright house. He had the Chinaman, who was his servant, heat water for his bath, and the Chinaman heard him sing as he filled the marble basin and undressed, until, of a sudden, the song ceased.
Master, is all well with you?
Yes. Go to bed.
But there was no more singing in the bright house. Now the truth of it was this. As Keawe undressed for his bath, he spied upon his flesh a patch, like a patch of lichen upon a rock. And it was then that he stopped singing, for he knew that he was fallen into leprosy.
Now I must go to live on Molokai, the island where only lepers live, and end my days there among the afflicted. But what wrong have I done? What sin lies upon my soul that I should have encountered Kokua only to lose her? For her may I never wed, or touch with my loving hand, or look upon longer.
That night he could not sleep, and in the night he bethought him of the bottle.
A dreadful thing is the bottle, and dreadful is the imp, and it is a dreadful thing to risk the flames of hell. But what other hope do I have to cure my sickness or to wed Kokua? Would I dare the devil once only to get a house, and not face him again to win Kokua?
The very next day, Keawe went to Honolulu and sought out Lopaka.
Are you well, Lopaka?
I am well, Keawe.
And has the imp of the bottle given you all that your heart desired?
All and more. The finest schooner in the islands, and a shining house in Waikiki.
So you have no further use for the bottle of the imp?
No more, thank God.
Then I shall ask you to sell it back to me.
And Keawe explained what had come to pass, and Lopaka grieved.
Alas, Keawe, I have sold the bottle long since.
And he named the man's name, and Keawe sought him out, but he too had sold the bottle. And now, for many days, Keawe travelled through the islands, finding everywhere new clothes and carriages, and fine new houses, and men everywhere in great contentment. So it befell at last he came to a fine new house, and when he saw the owner, a shock of hope and fear ran through Keawe. For here was a young man, white as a corpse, and black about the eyes, the hair shedding from his head, and such a look in his countenance as a man may have when he is waiting for the gallows.
I am come to buy the bottle.
The bottle. To buy the bottle.
What is the price now?
It has dropped a great deal in value.
Well, I shall have to pay the less for it. How much did it cost you?
2 cents.
What? 2 cents? Why, then you can only sell it for 1. And he who buys it...
The words died upon Keawe's tongue. He who bought it could never sell it again. The bottle and the bottle imp must abide with him until he died, and when he died must carry him to the red end of hell.
For God's sake, buy it. You can have all my fortune into the bargain. I was mad when I bought it at that price. I'd embezzled money at my store. I must have gone to jail.
Poor creature, you would risk your soul to avoid the proper punishment of your own disgrace, and you think I could hesitate with love to spur me on? Give me the bottle, and the change which I am sure you have already. Here is a 5-cent piece.
It was as Keawe supposed. The young man had the change ready in a drawer. The bottle changed hands, and Keawe's fingers were no sooner clasped round it than he breathed his wish to be a free man. And sure enough, when he got home to his room and stripped himself, his flesh was whole like an infant's. And so he returned to the bright house, and there he was wedded to Kokua with great feasting and songs and music. Now it was so with these two, that when they were together, Keawe's heart was stilled, but as soon as he was alone, he fell into a brooding horror, and heard the flames crackle, and saw the red fire burn in the bottomless pit. As for Kokua, at first she was full of joy to be wedded to Keawe, but after a little while her feet began to be heavy, and her songs more rare. And then there came a day when Keawe found her rolling her face upon the balcony floor and weeping like the lost.
You do well to weep in this house, Kokua, and yet I will give the head off my body that you at least might have been happy.
Happy? Keawe, when you lived alone in your bright house, you were the word of the island for a happy man. Then you wedded poor Kokua, and the good God knows what is amiss in her. But from that day you have not smiled. What ails me that I throw this cloud upon my husband?
Poor Kokua, my poor child, my pretty. And I had thought all this while to spare you. Well, you shall know all. Then at least you will pity poor Keawe. Then you will understand how much he loved you in the past, that he dared hell so that he could make you his, and how much he loves you still.
With that, he told her all, even from the beginning.
You have done this for me? Oh, well then, what cares have I?
Ah, child, and yet when I consider the fire of hell, I care a good deal.
No man can be lost because he loved Kokua, and no other fault. I tell you, Keawe, I shall save you with these hands or perish in your company. What? You loved me and gave your soul, and you think I will not die to save you in return?
Oh, my dear, you might die 100 times, and what difference would that make, except to leave me lonely till the time comes for my damnation?
Oh, you know nothing. What is this you say about a cent? But all the world is not America. In France they have a small coin they call a centime, and these go 5 to the cent or thereabout. Come, Keawe, let us go to the French islands. Let us go to Tahiti. There the bottle can be sold for 4 centimes, or 3, or 2, or 1. Come, my Keawe, kiss me and banish care. Kokua will defend you.
Kokua, you are a gift of God. Be it as you will. I put my life and my salvation in your hands.
So they went to Papeete, the chief place of the French in the South Islands, and they began to push the bottle. But it is not easy to persuade people you are in earnest when you offer to sell them for 4 centimes, the spring of health and riches inexhaustible. Try as they might, they could not rid themselves of the bottle. One night of strong wind, Kokua awoke and found that Keawe was gone. She looked forth into the moonlit yard. There, under the banana tree, lay Keawe, his mouth in the dust, and as he lay, he moaned.
Heaven, how weak I have been! It is for my sake that he now beholds so close to him the flames of hell. Or am I so dull of spirit that never till now have I clearly seen my duty? But now at least I take up my soul in both the hands of my affection, a love for a love, and let mine be equal with Keawe's, a soul for a soul, and be it mine to perish.
She dressed and went forth. The town slept, and she knew not whither to turn, till she heard one coughing in the shadow of a tree.
Old man, what do you do here abroad in the cold night?
Oh, I am a poor man and a stranger in this island, and I have nowhere to rest my head.
Will you do me a service? As one stranger to another, will you help a daughter of Hawaii?
Ah, so you are the witch from the 8 islands, and even my old soul you seek to entangle. But I have heard of you and defy your wickedness.
Sit down here and let me tell you a tale.
And she told him the story of Keawe from beginning to end.
And now I am his wife, whom he bought with his soul's welfare. And what should I do? If I went to him myself and offered to buy it, he would refuse. But if you go, he will sell it eagerly. I will await you here. You will buy it for 4 centimes, and I will buy it again for 3. And the Lord strengthen a poor girl.
If you mean falsely, I think God will strike you dead.
He will, be sure he will. I could not be so treacherous. God would not suffer it.
Give me 4 centimes and await me here.
Now, when Kokua stood alone in the street, her spirit died. The wind roared in the trees, and it seemed to her the rushing of the flames of hell. Then she saw the old man returning, and he had the bottle in his hand.
I have done your bidding. I left your husband weeping like a child. Tonight he will sleep easy.
Before you give me the bottle, take the good with the evil. Ask to be delivered from your cough.
Oh, I am an old man, and too near the gate of the grave to take favor from the devil. But what is this? Why do you not take the bottle? Do you hesitate?
I am only weak. Give me a moment. My flesh shrinks back from the accursed thing. 1 moment only.
Oh, your poor child. Let me keep the bottle. I am old and can never more be happy in this world. And as for the next...
Give it to me. There is your money. Do you think I am so base as that? Give me the bottle.
Oh, God bless you, child.
Kokua returned to the house, where she found Keawe slumbering like a child.
Now, my husband, it is your turn to sleep. When you wake, it will be your turn to sing and laugh. But for poor Kokua, alas, no more delight, whether in earth or heaven.
Late in the morning, her husband woke her and gave her the good news. It seemed he was silly with delight, for he paid no heed to her distress, ill though she dissembled it.
A worthy old man he seemed, but no one can judge by appearances, for why did the old reprobate require the bottle?
My husband, his purpose may have been good.
Oh, claptrap! An old rogue, I tell you, and an old ass to boot. For the bottle was hard enough to sell at 4 centimes, and at 3 it will be quite impossible. The margin is not wide enough, and the thing begins to smell of scorching. Oh, whoever has that bottle now will carry it to the pit.
Oh, my husband, is it not a terrible thing to save oneself by the eternal ruin of another? I am filled with melancholy. I pray for the poor holder.
Hoity-toity! You may be filled with melancholy if you please. It is not the mind of a good wife. If you thought at all of me, you would sit shamed.
My husband, I am ill. Excuse me, I am out of heart.
Then was Keawe more wroth than ever, with her because he thought she was brooding over the fate of the old man, and with himself because he knew she was right, and he was ashamed to be so happy.
This is your truth, and this your affection. Your husband is just saved from eternal ruin, which he encountered for the love of you, and you can take no pleasure. Kokua, you have a disloyal heart.
He went forth furious, and wandered in the town and began drinking. Now there was an old brutal white man drinking with him, one that had been a boatswain of a whaler, a digger in gold mines, a convict in prisons. He had a low mind and a foul mouth, and he pressed drink upon Keawe. Soon their pockets were empty.
Here you. You're always saying you're rich. You have a trick bottle or some such foolishness.
Yes, I am rich. I will go back and get some money from my wife, who looks after it.
That's a bad idea, matey. Never trust a petticoat with dollars. They're all as false as water.
Now this word stuck in Keawe's mind, for he was muddled with drink.
I should not wonder but she was false indeed. Why else should she be so cast down at my deliverance? But I will show her I'm not a man to be fooled. I will catch her in the act.
And so, when Keawe got back to his house, he crept very quietly in, and there he saw Kokua on the floor, the lamp at her side. Before her was a milk-white bottle with a round belly and a long neck, and, as she viewed it, Kokua wrung her hands and wept. A long time Keawe stood and looked in the doorway. Fear fell on him that the bargain had been made amiss, and the bottle had come back to him, as it had on board his ship in San Francisco. And then he had another thought, even more terrible.
I must make sure of this.
So he softly went out of the house, and then came noisily in, as though he were but now returned. And lo, by the time he opened the door, no bottle was to be seen, and Kokua started up, like one awakened out of sleep.
I have been drinking with good companions, and now I only come back for money, and will return to drink with them again.
And he went straight to the chest and took out money, but there was no bottle in the chest, and he knew that Kokua had hidden it.
It is what I feared. It is she who has bought it. Kokua, I said to you today what ill became me. Now I return to drink with my jolly companions. I will take more pleasure in the cup if you will forgive me.
Oh, I ask but a kind word.
Let us never one think badly of the other.
At the corner, the boatswain was waiting.
My wife has the bottle, and unless you help me recover it, there can be no more money and no more liquor tonight.
You don't mean to say you're serious about that damn bottle?
Do I look as if I was jesting?
No, you look as serious as a ghost.
Well then, here are 2 centimes. You just go to my wife in the house and offer her these for the bottle, which I am quite sure she will give you instantly. Bring it to me here, and I will buy it back from you for 1 centime. For that is the law with this bottle, that it still must be sold for a less sum. But whatever you do, never breathe a word to her that you have come from me.
Matey, I wonder if you're making a fool out of me.
If you doubt me, you can put it to the test. As soon as you are clear of the house, wish to have your pocket full of money, and you will see the virtue of the thing.
Very well, I will try. But if you're having your fun out of me, I will take my fun out of you with a belaying pin.
So the whaler man went off up the avenue. It seemed a long time that Keawe waited before he heard him return. The sailor had the devil's bottle in one hand and the bottle of rum in the other.
In the morning.
You have it then.
Aye, and money in my pocket.
Then I will buy the bottle back from you.
Huh? Buy it back?
Here is the 1 centime, as we agreed.
You take me for a fool.
You would be a fool not to rid yourself of the bottle while you still have the chance.
Well, why should I ever want to get rid of such a nice little bottle as this?
Because of what I told you about the devil.
The devil take the devil.
I must remind you, if you still have the bottle when you die, your soul will go straight to hell.
What do I care about that? I'm a bloody British sailor, and there's nothing I'm afraid of. Besides, I'm bound for hell when I die, with or without the help of your bottle. And where else should I go to be with all my old friends and mateys again? They're all down there waiting for me.
Well, good luck to you.
Will you wish me good health?
I wish you good night.
Well, then I'll drink on my own. 15 men and a dead man's chest.
But Keawe ran to Kokua light as the wind, and great was their joy that night. And great, since then, has been the peace of their days in the bright house on the Kona beach in the island of Hawaii.
The Bottle Imp by Robert Louis Stevenson, dramatised by Donald Johnson, was narrated by David Rintoul. With Tony Asoba as Keawe, Nina Wadia as Kokua, Ian Masters as Lopaka, Peter Whitman as the American and the Old Man, Don McCorkindale as the Boatswain, and Malcolm Ward as the Young Man. The play was directed by Matthew Walters.
The Master of Ballantrae by Robert Louis Stevenson. Dramatized by Chris Dolan. Episode 1.
Heads, I go. Shield, I stay.
This is madness.
You're the master of this household, James. If anyone goes off fighting, it should be your brother.
Will you stand by the fall of it?
I will.
Heads.
No!
I will join Prince Charles Edward Stuart.
This will hit Father hard. You know he loves you best.
And if you loved me, James, as I love you, you wouldn't go. I hope you will be killed.
I trust to you, Henry, the running of this house. Until I return.
We'll live to repent this.
I, Ephraim MacKellar, write these memoirs in my old age, so that the truth, or what truth can be made of such a monstrous tragedy, may be recorded. It was a gloomy family I joined as land steward in 1747, 2 years after the disastrous Jacobite rising. Lord Durrisdeer of Ballantrae was the very model of a retired gentleman, seldom venturing far from his hearth. His second son Henry, whom I was to serve faithfully for the next 20 years until his tragic death, governed the estate, but in a dispirited manner. His cousin, Miss Allison, pined as fits a woman bereaved. Within a week I discovered the origin of their despair. Lord Durrisdeer, brooding at his fireplace, could not contain his melancholy.
You will have heard, Mr. MacKellar, that I had another son. A devil of a boy he was, but perhaps we all loved him better for that.
Everyone in that part of the world knew the story of dashing James, the master of Ballantrae. How he had sought glory at the side of the young pretender, how, before he sat late at wine, later at cards, how popular and wild he was, ever on the front of broils and invariably the best to come off, leaving his partners in mischief to pay the piper.
But oh, dear me, Mr. MacKellar. He's dead these 2 years, his bones rotting on Culloden's field. My bonny James is dead.
A man struck down in a romantic cause is high above reproach. But the Jacobites' defeat had left Scotland powerless and fearful, and the house of Ballantrae in eternal mourning for the son they thought they had lost forever.
This ship is hell, and I am Satan!
James, this madman will drown us all.
Keep walking! Walk out, you gutless toad! I'll have every one of you fall from the plank into the ocean's belly! When I say board the ship, you board it!
It have overcome us, Captain!
Shut up, coward! Once and for all! Who's next?
Teach! If you're Satan, here's a devil for you.
What bastard spoke that?
James Ballantrae. Enough of your tantrums, you drunken fool. You think you frighten me with your petty brutalities?
The Jacobites! Let's see now. Who should I feed you to? The sea? The army I smuggled you free from.
That ship you ordered us to attack belongs to King George. As you know, that's a man I'd prefer to avoid at present. As for your crew, they're not so deranged as you that they'd risk life and limb when there are easier quarries on the sea.
You dare to challenge Captain Teach?
Come at me! Buck! Knock the cutlass from his hand! Well done, for an Irishman.
A foul stroke. You bring out the worst in me, Ballantrae.
Not difficult. And you black-faced, half-witted brute, are no longer captain of this ship. Do you think we were going to hang for you? Go down to your cabin. Captain Teach, I think now your captain won! Take him down!
Ungrateful Jacobites! Mutineer!
Men, I don't know if you're gentlemen of fortune for the fun of the thing, but I am not. I want money, and get ashore to spend it like a man.
Three cheers for the master of Ballantrae!
Since sailing from Scotland, we've scuttled an armada of ships. The below decks heave with coins and treasure of a year's buccaneering. The coast of New England lies a day's sail away. Your captain's foolishness has alerted the authorities to our whereabouts. I say, we make for land, divvy up our shares, and each man for himself!
This is the captain for us!
We have no need of a captain now. I would humbly serve you as quartermaster. Set course for New England, and when land is spied, we'll drink the last of our rum! Chevalier Burke, you did well. A madman with a cutlass, a dangerous thing.
Merely repaying a debt, Ballantrae.
We need to talk. My apologies for embroiling you with pirates, Burke, but how else could I lead you free from Scotland?
I'm an Irish Jacobite that's forever grateful.
Stick with me now, and I'll see you make your way home again, a deal richer. When I dispense the rum, drink nothing but feign drunkenness. You, I, and a Mr. Dutton will disembark a little earlier than our shipmates.
Dutton?
There are swamps on this coast. Dutton knows a path through them. The three of us will forge ahead, with what I consider to be our fair share of plunder.
All of it?
As much as we can carry.
Ballantrae, your genius is alarming.
You've done well enough by it. To work.
This looks like inhospitable land.
We can hardly sail into New York with skull and crossbones hoisted and a ballast of booty.
Where's Dutton?
Gagging noble Captain Teach and tying him to the mast. As men sleep off their revelry, he'll have the pleasure of explaining what's befallen them. Pour them more rum, Chevalier Burke. Then meet Dutton and me on the skiff.
Drink up, men. This is the night of our lives.
A gentler step, Mr. Burke.
You could fire a pistol at their drunken ears.
Master James! Lower down the bags, Dutton.
They're heavy.
I should hope so.
With more coin than food, I gather.
Now, let's be going. Pull straight ahead for the side. Jump down, Burke. The footing's good. Help me pull in the skiff.
Can we breakfast?
An hour's rest won't harm us. Hear that? The king's ship is caught up with the pirates. Sink the skiff.
Sinking? But the land about here is treacherous.
You know the way through, though, don't you? The Navy has better skiffs than ours. They'd overtake us before the morning's out.
You mean to walk from here? This is savages' land. And English territory.
You have a better plan. The first thing those corsairs will do is bleat about their lost home. Help me sink this. Then, Dutton, guide us through the marsh. Which way? To the left or right round the lagoon?
The safest path is always to the south. To your left. But once we've rested, man.
Your riches too heavy for you, Dutton.
I can't move another inch.
Chevalier Burke.
With the king's men behind us, I can go another hour yet.
We can't let our guide fall behind. Are we nearly beyond the worst of the marshes?
Beyond the lagoon, the ground gets drier.
Eat frugally, Buck, or we'll be forced to chew doubloons and drink jewels. There's rock here, Dutton. Come, rest your legs. That mire in front of you is only ankle deep.
I must be heavier than you. It's up to my knees.
Throw me your bags.
My money stays with me.
We should learn to trust one another.
I'm in a bad place. Lend me a hand.
Oh, I don't know about that. What do you think, Chevalier?
You're worse than Captain Teach, Ballantrae. There's a crew back there knows that only too well. Help me, damn you!
A spoken jest, man. Here I come. Burke, don't venture near till we see if you're needed.
For God's sake, hurry up!
Keep still.
Put away the knife.
You're caught in reeds, Dutton. What will you have me do? Bite them away?
Be quick!
Oh, I will.
The devil take you, Ballantrae! You've killed them!
Here. Help me with his bags.
I'll have no part of it.
Show some resolve, Mr. Burke! I've merely done justice to a pirate. This fella ceased when he showed us the path. Now, take the bags!
"2 years after the reported fatality of Master James at Culloden, his brother was a friendless soul in the parish of Ballantrae. Tenants and townsfolk alike blamed him for the loss of his spirited brother. Whenever he ventured out, he was subjected to the most detestable taunts and obstructions to his work.
Henry, this is the 3rd day this week you've returned early from your rounds.
So it is.
It'll be said that we can't take the lead in our own country.
What sort of lead would you have me take? I'll tell you the plain truth. I daren't show my face.
You're the first of this house that ever said so.
Well, I apologise, cousin, if I'm not in your eyes equal to my brother. I know that you loved him.
Oh, all the world knows that.
Henry! Do him this justice, Alison. Of my 2 sons, it's the kinder that's left.
Forgive me. I forgot myself.
Thank heaven Miss Allison eventually recognised the truth of her uncle's words, for both Mr. Henry's sake and the estate's. Seeing the future of Ballantrae in peril, she came to her uncle at his habitual fireside and, without a tear, spoke honestly with the old man.
My dear.
We have all suffered these last years. Now we need to look to the future.
Difficult as it is.
I've thought about your words and decided. If Henry would have me for a wife, I am at his and your command.
You're a loyal niece, Alison, and the finest of daughters.
I bring him no love, but God knows all the pity in the world.
As purser to that great house, I admit to no shame in stating that Mistress Henry's dowry was substantial and increasingly needed. It included lands of her family's that would play an unexpected role in all our futures, rich pastures across the ocean in America.
James, look! What happened to him?
Scalped.
I've heard of it. I never thought.
A white man in this wilderness. Where did he come from?
Where are the savages that killed him? They could be watching us right now.
Albany can't be far.
We've trudged for weeks. Maybe months.
Come on.
Where to?
This is delicate business, Mr. McKellar. You should not come to my wife's ears.
Mistress Henry shall hear nothing from me. Who are we visiting?
Jess Brown. She bore a bairn by my brother. We pay her a yearly stipend.
Pay for your brother's bastard? That's not sound policy, neither morally nor economically.
In such matters, MacKellar, your advice is not called for.
Look at who's here. Mr. Harry. If only it were your brother.
My brother did enough harm here already.
Call that harm? You're not looking for the same treatment yourself, are you?
You know why I'm here.
It's a sad day when the laird's son has to take a friend with him for protection in the town.
That's no way to speak to your superiors, madam.
Hand it over, Mr. Harry, before I'm seen passing the time of day with a traitor.
How dare you? This man is showing you unwarranted kindness.
Ah, jer, weast you greeting old woman. This business is between me and this miser.
Here.
Blood money. Your famous stingy Henry Ballantrae. An ugly wee it. How could you be brothers with my James? Now get away from my door.
Sir, she has a stone.
Don't be silly, Jess. Put it down.
Go on, you great brute. And take that old wifey with you. Ah!
Sir, turn about.
Traitor!
If you'll permit me, sir, I wonder at you sometimes.
MacKellar, I wonder at myself.
This cave is our tomb.
Better I died on a scaffold like a gentleman. Your brothers, Burke?
Oh, 5.
I have 1.
All this time I've never heard you mention him.
He sits in my place, bears my name. No doubt has married our cousin and procured her fortune. And here am I in this freezing wilderness!
Well, you'll catch your death out there.
Somewhere over those mountains lies Alison's land. It's come to the plunge, Chevalier.
What are you doing?
I'm not going to kill you.
In God's name!
Nor myself.
Then what?
A trick I learnt as a lad. Blood is as good as ink, and the inside of a cap as good as parchment. For a map.
You want to remember this place?
I want to remember where I buried my treasure. If we're to survive at all, we can no longer be burdened.
We'd never find it again.
And we'll have to make our fortune from scratch. And alone. Tomorrow, Burke, you and I part company. There. One of us will go west, the other north. South we know leads nowhere. And east is English territory.
Oh, this is insanity.
Heads or shield?
With Mr. Henry and Miss Alison married, and a healthy daughter to their name, life at Ballantrae took on the veneer of peace. But veneer was all it was. Mistress Henry treated her husband to cold kindness as only. For his part, there was a want of natural feeling towards his own daughter, little Catherine, scarce 2 years old. Even the world beyond our door was full of threat and omen. The smugglers at Ballantrae Bay were a constant nuisance, and even the slightest knock on the door could cause my poor employer to start, as though he feared some invisible calamity. Such was the state of this family on the 7th of April 1749, when there befell the first of events that were to break so many hearts and lose so many lives.
Henry, encourage your good lady to take more meat. It's good and tender tonight.
I've eaten fine, Father.
Then pour her wine.
MacKellar,
I'll carcanny with water, sir. The smugglers are busy, I hear.
Ballantrae has become a tryst as busy as the cattle fair at Falkirk.
It's a wonder they can't be more controlled by the King's men.
Mr. Henry and I are constantly at danger on our daily rounds.
Well, the smugglers are the least of my worries.
Come,
There is a caller below wishing to speak with the steward.
let him wait till MacKellar has finished his meal.
No, go down now.
Henry? There really is no need. Poor MacKellar.
I'll see what he wants.
Who can it be?
Thank heaven. Shelter.
That depends, sir, on what your business is.
Quite right, my dear man. 1,000 apologies for disturbing you.
And you are?
And may we not get out of this damnable rain?
Tie your animal here. I'll send someone to stable it.
My name is not a very suitable one in Scotland. Let me just breathe it in your ear. I am Chevalier Francis Burke, and I'm here at the most damnable risk to myself, bearing letters for your masters, which I'm sure they'll be rejoiced to have the reading of.
Sure.
I'll just follow, shall I? Good man. My Lord Durrisdeer, no doubt.
MacKellar, who's this? Chevalier Francis Burke.
And this must be the master of Ballantrae.
I have never taken that name. Henry Dury, at your service.
There can be no mistake about so fine a lady. I address the seductive Miss Allison, of whom I have so often heard.
I am Mrs. Henry Dury.
Ah.
I'm an old man, Mr. Burke. It will be mercy on your part to tell us your business. You don't bring news of...
Oh, yes, your son, and the very best in creation. My good friend is at this hour in the city of Paris.
James!
And knowing his habits as I do, will be drawing his chair up to a piece of dinner.
God save us!
Look out, the lady's fainting.
I'm well, excuse me.
What the devil are you saying, man?
Forgive me, I'm an Irish savage. I should have broken the news more artistically.
You have some proof of this claim?
Here are the master's own letters, one for each of you. Your son will tell his story with better grace than I ever could. Mrs. Dury?
Give it to my husband.
Of course. How very dull of me. Together with the epistle addressed to his brother?
My dear, let me take you to your room. You'll want to read by yourself.
I don't want it.
Oh, read it and be done.
Spare me that, Henry.
Mr. Burke, you must understand this has come... something of the suddenness. You'll need to lodge the night, Chevalier. I'll show you to your room. Wait, MacKellar. For God's sake, man. Let this fellow tell me about my James.
Alison? Alison!
James is alive.
Come in, MacKellar. As you'll have guessed, my brother, whose safety we all rejoice in, needs money.
The timing's not good, Mr. Henry. Stock's low.
There's the mortgage fund.
But that's Mistress Henry's.
I will be answerable to my wife, MacKellar.
It would be a dereliction of the trust you've placed in me, sir, to condone such an action.
What would you have me do, MacKellar? Nothing is mine. Nothing. This day's news has knocked the bottom out my life. Now I see I have only the shadow of things. Look. My dear Judas, that's how he begins. From an only brother. Oh, I declare to God, I was always staunch with him, and this is how he writes. Well, I'll not take it. I'm as good as he. I'm better.
May I? But the sum he asks is monstrous. He must know the estate can't afford this.
I'll give him what I have. See what he writes here? I know you are a niggardly dog. Am I, MacKellar? You think I am?
I most certainly do.
You do. You all do. Well, we'll see. Let him ask, and he shall have it. It's all his by rights. Come, let's count the money.
If you had told me a year ago, I'd be here today guddling trout.
After you and the master parted company, how did you manage to reach the safety of Paris?
Oh, with more luck than wit. Oh, we'd stumbled upon French forts. Being loyal Jacobites, they sent us to take up arms in France. When I spied my old comrade in the parade ground alive and well, I don't mind saying I was close to tears.
He serves in the French army, and he's penniless.
I must have used up all my luck in the Americas. Nothing here's biting.
I take it from your silence, he's not penniless.
And there's a thing called the Scots Fund, MacKellar. Jacobites are in receipt of a pension, as long as they hail from this land. For the Irish, nothing but our soldiers' rations. Scotland, for all I've risked for it, won't even allow me a simple trout. I give up. Time to get back to military duties.
I now know something of the Chevalier's surprise at surviving terrible circumstances. I did not myself expect to survive to write this memoir. Month after month, as regular as clockwork, the smugglers came with a new demand from the wayward brother. None departed empty-handed. Mr. Henry gave what was asked of him in a kind of noble rage. The estate groaned under it. Our finances were shorn lower and lower. The stables were emptied, servants discharged. But the cause of his draining economies he kept secret from everyone, except me. For 7 long years that bloodsucker drew the life from us, and all that time my patron held his peace. The family wondered at our austerities, and imagined the elder son living the bonny life in Paris. By all and sundry, Mr. Henry was deeper and deeper cast in the role of despicable miser.
I should begin preparing my bags.
For your trip to Edinburgh. I've been meaning to speak with you on that. Well, this year I'd reckon...
No, Henry, you'll not deny me that.
It's impossible.
Oh, this is too much. Heaven knows what pleasure I have in my life that I should be denied my only consolation.
I can't afford it.
You can't afford it. I have money of my own.
That is all mine, madam, by marriage.
I will not allow it. I am already the laughing stock of the parish.
Madam?
MacKellar? This is no place for you.
May I have a what?
To take his side against me again, no.
Mrs. Henry, I've never troubled you before with any freedoms, but this thing lies too hard on my conscience.
Explain.
Is it possible that you can have lived all these years with Mr. Henry and understand so little of his nature?
Oh, I know his nature only too well.
Do you know where his money goes to? To Paris? To that man? £8,000 he's had of us in 7 years.
Impossible. £8,000?
And 60 shillings to be precise, as of this month. We've sweated farthings to produce it. If you still think your husband miserly, this shall be my last interference.
You've acted properly, MacKellar. Oh, you must think me a very unobservant wife.
I felt the situation critical.
Oh, but there's no need to be so grave, Mr. MacKellar. I shall put this right. Master James was always thoughtless, but he has an excellent heart. I shall write to him, myself, today.
But, ma'am...
Good day, Mr. McKellar.
For some time we received not an invoice, not even a letter from France. Those were the only months of my life at Durrisdeer which I could say were truly peaceful, even hopeful.
Quick, Catherine, lassie. I saw it up ahead, just behind the blackcurrant bushes.
Father! Filling our head with havers about unicorns.
She'll soon be too old for it. The lass is growing fast, Alison.
She's tall for 8.
Oh, there's our trusty steward, Mr. McKellar.
You know what the servants call him? The old wife.
Eesh, lassie. He'll hear you. Busy, I see.
Aye, and on profitable business, collecting tithes.
A fine evening for it.
So fine I thought I'd take in the view over the bay before dinner.
You do that, sir. We'll see you at table.
Every sunset, no matter how beautiful, was smudged by the presence of smugglers. Not for their criminality and debauchery, but for the tidings they might bring us. That glorious evening, in the summer of 1756, the sky awash with blood-red clouds, they had set a stranger amongst us.
Here, you.
The man stood on the point of a rock, tall, slender, dark, habited from head to toe in black, a sword by his side. A large diamond on his finger sparkled darkly in the dying sun. Chests and caskets lay at his feet.
Take these things to Durrisdeer. Come on!
You are addressing me?
Lose no time, if you please.
You have an uncivil way about you, sir.
It was only when I was upon him that I saw the shadow of a resemblance to faces I'd grown to know so well. The Master.
Oh, I know you, Mr. McKellar. My good friend Burke described you quite accurately.
It can't be. You couldn't.
What couldn't I do? Very little you'll discover, Mr. McKellar.
In the name of God, man, what brings you here? Go back while there's time.
The bags.
Let me at least warn them. Your father's an old man, and there are decencies to be observed.
You waste your breath on me, Mr. McKellar. Understand once and for all, I go my own way, and with inevitable motion.
We'll see about that. Mr. Henry!
He's here!
McKellar! What's happened?
He's here! Who is? Burke? No!
Where is he?
I left him by the cliff top.
Take me to him.
To who?
Where is he, McKellar?
It's so dark.
Here I am.
I can hardly see you.
Come closer.
Is it you? You weren't much more than a boy when you left here. James?
It's me, Judas.
Oh, call me by my name, for God's sake.
We'll get no good from him.
Shouldn't brothers embrace?
Let's not pretend we're glad to see each other, James. I'll make you as welcome as I can in our father's house.
As you wouldn't share with me in Paris, it's the least I expect.
You understand your position here?
Oh, I do.
Wait, McKellar? Fetch a lamp.
11 years I've been gone, Henry, and still I know Ballantrae better than you.
I feel like I'm waiting for a ghost.
God has shown us his mercy. James.
Father.
My boy, my boy.
How long I've waited for this.
Better bring up the claret, Mr. McKellar.
And Alison. Even more radiant than I remember.
Master James. Jamie!
The best wine was opened, the master held his father's hand and told merry tales of his adventures, was charm itself with his sister-in-law, and how she and my Lord Durrisdeer fell for his fawnings. Even with me he was civil and congenial, so that I near forgot myself his true nature.
Come now, Mr. McKellar, you'll exchange your water for wine this evening, surely.
Drink up, McKellar. There's cause for joy this night.
Chevalier Burke cannot speak highly enough about you.
On your return, please give him my regards.
I fear the good McKellar has had his fill of my company already.
Mr. McKellar, let's not have James packed off so abruptly. We have many years to catch up with. I merely meant...
Remember, Father, you employ the man as bookkeeper. He's merely doing his duty, calculating the cost of my stay.
McKellar is grandmother and nanny to us all.
It's only in so soon, Alison. That was never your way.
It's my way now.
Aren't you going to escort her, Henry?
Of course.
Then return. We'll drink a few glasses yet. All here is yours, and little I grudge you it. Neither must you grudge me a seat by my father's fire.
He's right, Henry. Let's see the parable of the prodigal son through to its end.
No need for the fatted calf. A glass of your claret and an hour of your company will suffice.
There will be time aplenty for that, I don't doubt.
Henry!
A lighter tone would suit you better.
It seems I'm easily put in the wrong.
Who puts you in the wrong? You've earned my gratitude, and your brother's. Let it endure, man.
And you too, McKellar. Stay and share cup. You mustn't make a stranger of me.
I give you good night, James, and a welcome from the dead.
I never thought I'd be walked again to my chamber by my two sons. How well I'll sleep tonight.
We'll try not to wake you. You and I, Henry, will have a parting glass, eh? Mind old boyhood romps.
Be kind to one another. Until morning.
Good night, Father.
No need to stare at me with such malice, Judas. You can be rid of your spider when you please. How long before you're brought to the boil, brother? The question will amuse me in this miserable hole.
You ken where your room is. What I can't understand is how incautious he is. And with a price in his head.
Strange that such a notorious Jacobite's presence goes unnoticed for 2 whole weeks.
If there are no citizens loyal to the king, you'd have thought the smugglers would have rushed for the ransom.
Master James is thick with the free traders, sir.
Should we?
Denounce him?
I'm so tempted. He makes me look a fool and a malcontent in front of the entire house. In company, he grasps my hand. Alone, he spits in my face.
I've experienced the same. But there are dangers in declaiming him.
If he ends his life on an honourable scaffold, he'd be loved for a martyr. Not least by my wife and father.
And you yourself might not escape some suspicion. It's too dangerous.
Well, then all we can hope is that he tires of us and leaves us in peace.
He's come here for more than amusement. God willing, he'll disgrace himself before his scheme bears fruit.
Jamie? Jamie! Ah!
McKellar, I've an errand for you. Sir? There's a damn crazy wench comes about the estate illicitly.
I've heard reports that Jess Brune...
I care nothing for a name. Give out a strict injunction that she's be driven away.
Wouldn't it have more authority if it came from you yourself?
Don't question me, man.
Sir, you can do your own dirty errands for yourself. You'll regret that.
He instructed you to keep Jess Brune from the grounds. Well, I'm told she's been set upon already.
Such an order from my lips is as good as coming from yours.
Aye, and he knows the damage that would do me. Well, this might be to your advantage. He shall drink his Jess Brune to the dregs.
Oh, only you and her grandfather can make her laugh so, James.
If only I could make my brother happy, or kinder. Look at him, is he never apart from that spinster McKellar? Henry, come and join us, man, it's a fine day.
James, I need to speak with you.
It appears he's in serious business humour.
Isn't he always?
What can I do for you, brother?
Come, Catherine. Uncle Jamie has to see your father about matters of terrible gravity.
It's a miracle. Who would think such a charming child would be the daughter of a Judas?
I've inquired into the matter you raised about Mistress Brune. James, the consequences of your own cruelty and debauchery you must clear up yourself. Jess Brune is not a problem for my servants to resolve.
My father's servants, I believe.
Go to him, then, with this particular complaint.
I don't believe Lord Durrisdeer knows the background to Mistress Brune's story.
I want McKellar discharged.
He shall not be.
You pay dear for this, Henry.
Oh, I pay each day for the fault of having a wicked brother. I've no place left where you can strike me.
You think so? We'll see.
Catherine? Alison? Our dreary business is over.
Uncle Jamie!
I tell you, no matter how long my stay, the wound of exile will never heal. To be surrounded by my father, my brother, my bonny cousin.
James.
And even you, McKellar. You can never know how painful it is to be apart from Scotland. When Scots assemble in the barracks, there's always one with an air on his lips. Rough men without the sweetest of voices. And yet the beauty of our songs always affects me.
Sing us one now, James. Oh. You always had a handsome voice. Sing it now, while it can't harm you.
Well, there is one. The poetry's harsh, but moving. It's supposed to be sung by an exile's sweetheart. You know the tune, Father. Alison, give me your hand. Oh, I will dye my petticoat red. When my dear boy, I'll beg my bread. Though all my friends should wish me dead. For Billy 'mong the rushes, oh. Billy 'mong the rushes, oh. Billy 'mong the rushes, oh. Oh, all my friends should wish me dead. For Billy 'mong the rushes, oh.
Oh, James, that's beautiful.
Well sung.
Beautiful.
I'd leave with you, my Billy lad.
The master's song affects me to this day. It wasn't the tune, nor even the singing of it. It was, in the flickering of the candle, the face of a man, broken, imploring. How he played upon that little ballad, and how he played on those who listened. His voice on the point of failing, so that the words and music seemed to pour out of his own heart and passed into the waiting soul of Mistress Henry. To this day I wonder if behind his black arts there was the source of truth, the vicious master bewailing the loss of old innocence. Mistress Henry went very pale and withdrew from the room immediately, near moved to tears.
Oh, I will dye my petticoat red. With my dear boy I'll beg my bread. Though all my friends should wish me dead. Billy among the rushes, oh.
I've called for a parley, McKellar. My father and brother will be here in a moment.
You've decided to buy him off?
What else can I do? He's twisted the knife up to the hilt. Give him what he wants and have rid of him.
His price will be high. He has a wild plan to go and seek his fortune abroad.
Has he? How do you know?
Mistress Henry let something of it slip.
Where? France?
India, I believe.
Excellent. Well, no place is far enough, but India will do.
It's good to have a strong arm to lean on.
Thank you, James. This must be important business, Henry, to have an old man brought all the way to your study.
I'm informed, James, that you have a notion to travel again.
You're not leaving us?
Oh, don't forget, Father. Every day James spends in Scotland, he's in more danger of being discovered. To India.
India?
You're a good brother to be so concerned about my career.
I imagine such a journey is expensive.
I wish I had a purser like McKellar here. He's right as ever, and being the refugee I am, beyond my means.
If you'll be safe in such a far-flung place, and promise to return to us, the estate will see to the expense, won't it, Henry?
We can contribute.
We've already been emptied of currency. We have land. I've thought of that. Only Ochter Hall can be sold quickly and independently.
Every day we shave away more of our legacy. But let it be so.
Henry, you're the best of us still. Ah, man, I wish I was so good.
A little less grudging might have suited him better. James, take me back to my fireside.
Knave. Queen. You've got the hang of lumber, Mr. McKellar, but I declare the suit, and swords, beats, cups. You still have a knave to trump, Judas. Come on, Henry. I swear the snow outside isn't near as deathly as playing cards with a dafty brother.
Forgive me, my mind's wandering.
Interesting how a card game reflects a man's nature. The same dullness, the same petty greed.
Mr. James, please.
Surely even you see the dreariness of playing with your master, McKellar.
My thoughts were on a letter I received this morning.
You play like a clown without grace, lightness, or quickness. How could you possibly be a brother of mine?
King of Sticks. Will that do?
Afraid not. You lose again. What letter?
From Graham of Montrose. He wrote to tell me that you're in no danger whatsoever in Scotland.
I don't understand. James is a known Jacobite.
Spit it out, Henry.
The king, it seems, is fully aware of your presence here and is happy with the situation. But of course, you know that.
Go on, Judas. Say it.
Gentlemen, please.
You call me Judas. You're the traitor. A government spy.
Don't dabble in things your slow wits can't understand.
And all the while playing the brave fugitive in front of my father and the romantic hero in front of my wife.
I've never known a woman who didn't prefer me. And who doesn't continue to prefer me.
Worm.
You know what this means?
It was the most deliberate act of my life.
I don't take blows from God himself! I'll have blood for this!
You've drawn lifeblood from me since the day I was born. For the final drop, you'll need a weapon sharper than your greed.
Mr. Henry!
Take whichever blade you want. We'll go outside. McKellar shall see we play fair.
McKellar, bring a light.
Shame on you both, sons of the same mother.
Save your breath and set down the light.
And on a night of Christmas snow.
A fitful end for a cold, spirited man to die in the snow and ice.
James, I'll give you every advantage for I think you're about to die.
You've been a fool all your life, Henry, and I've hated you all your life. Have you thought about your situation? My money is already safe in France. You die and I carry on as before. If by some accident you kill me, I still win. Your father, your wife, even your child will continue to prefer me and avenge me. You can handle a foil, little brother, with a real sword in another side.
Mr. Henry, be careful.
Not bad, Judas.
Use my Christian name.
Foul stroke. You mustn't hold the blade of the adversary.
Not if you can't withstand the pain.
A cheat like you deserves to die.
You haven't got the killing blow in you. What a pity Alison isn't here to see her second husband slay her first.
Oh, God save us.
Oh. You came up trumps, after all. This hasn't ended for you.
Master James? He doesn't answer.
What? Get up. Get up.
No breath. Mr. Henry, you've killed him.
Dead? Dead? Oh.
Come away, sir.
Jamie? Dead?
Who's there?
A calamity, Mom. If no one helps me tonight, it's the end of the House of Durrisdeer. There's been a fight.
Oh, my God.
He insulted you.
Who?
How can you ask that? Who do you think would insult you behind your back?
Is Henry dead?
The other.
You're mistaken. Jamie.
Even if you can't think of your husband now, think of your child. Her only inheritance will be one of shame.
Where's Henry?
By the fire, colder and paler than the dead man. I'll light your way.
Go waken my father.
Where the devil are you taking me, man?
My lord, you know I am partisan in your family.
You're loyal, McKellar. Partisan is too strong.
How can I be anything but partisan on my patron's side when he's so viciously treated by his brother? The moment your back is turned, he calls him Judas, abuses him and insults his wife. Open your heart to your only son.
I have 2 sons. Where are you leading me?
They quarreled. There, in the clearing.
What has happened, man?
Wait! Hear me out. Your younger and better son sits mourning by the fireside.
And James?
Dead. There by the candles.
Snuff out those lights. They can be seen from the road.
The old man saw at once the import of the situation. Brother slaying brother. The reign of Durrisdeer would be at an end. Ballantrae estate could not be inherited by any Durrisdeer.
Where is he, McKellar?
Your father's here, Henry.
Oh, madam, I meant you to keep him inside.
I thought if I could find James, I could save him.
Oh, believe me, it's beyond that.
Oh, Father. Father, you know I loved him.
There'll be time for remorse later.
I would have died for him, given my life for you and him.
Hush, Henry.
Father, can you forgive me? Oh, what have I done?
Keep him quiet, Alison.
Ah, here is my son's blood.
Where did you lay him?
Lay him? He lies where he fell.
There's no body, man.
It's true. He must have come too. James! Jamie!
Priest, woman. You want the whole parish to know our shame.
But he must be alive.
I'm sure you... There was no breath in his body.
We left him here.
Then where is he?
You must have dreamed it, Henry.
I would to God I had.
This was no dream.
His blood is all in a pool.
No trail to show where he might have gone.
Gone? Well, how could he go anywhere?
Or taken.
Taken?
Oh, God. A man who's breathed his last gets up and vanishes. How many times can this brother of mine die? He means to bedevil me forever.
In Episode 1 of The Master of Ballantrae by Robert Louis Stevenson, dramatised by Chris Dolan, the Master was played by David Rintoul, Henry by Liam Brennan, McKellar, John Shedden, Lord Durrisdeer, Tom Fleming, Alison, Vicky Liddell, Chevalier Burke, Patrick Moy, Dutton, Simon Tate, Captain Teach, John Kasich, and Jess Brune by Leslie Hart. Other parts were played by the cast. The director was Bruce Young.